Well, welcome to our podcast. This is Love versus Hate.
This is Emily, and I am the mainstream millennial.
And I am Anne, the typical or possibly old-fashioned nerd. I haven't decided. I need help because here's the thing. I don't feel like I'm a typical nerd because I'm a little more outgoing than a lot of nerds. I feel
true.
like I'm just going to stereotype. Okay, everybody. I am a nice person. I don't mean to judge, but just bear with me for a minute. I'm going to probably be stereotyping a little bit going forward, okay? Just bear with me. Okay, so am I typical or am I old-fashioned? Because what do you qualify as an old-fashioned nerd? Do you have to have been a nerd for an X amount of time? Is there certain possibly topics or
Types of
categories?
nerdy content that you like?
Exactly. Where does that line cross?
I just thought a nerd was a nerd. I didn't know there were different types.
Oh yeah, because I would not qualify myself as a video game nerd. I know enough to talk to video game nerds. You know, I can have a conversation with them oh, how'd you feel about Banjo-Kazooie coming out in E3 for the next Smash Bros? Are you excited? See, I can talk about it. But that doesn't necessarily mean I care.
I have no idea what you just said.
I know. Somebody out there listening to this will, though, and they'll appreciate it. So, I can talk to gamer nerds, but I never, it's not what I'm actually passionate about.
So what do you nerd the most about?
Definitely, it's really just... See, I'm old-fashioned in the sense of some of the things that I listen to. I really like old British TV shows and, old TV shows in general. And I love, Star Trek. Every nerd has to... Oh, my gosh.
Sorry, I just gagged.
So rude. Star Trek's so good. And that's the thing is, I feel like a true nerd has to really be passionate about what they're nerdy about. And I am definitely that. And I think that qualifies as an old-fashioned nerd stereotype. Is I get really passionate and really excited about this kind of stuff, the stuff that I nerd over. Whereas typical nerds, I kind of feel like they're a little more oh yeah, I like Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is cool. And oh yeah, I totally like Lord of the Rings and Star Wars.
See, I feel like those are more mainstream though.
Yeah,
so yeah, I would agree. I guess you're more old school or old-fashioned. I don't know. I guess I need to look up all of the terms and see what they all mean.
Yeah, and see if there is because I kind of feel like I am slightly a blend.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I feel like a typical nerd is a little more outgoing and a little more willing to talk about their nerdom, where sometimes old-fashioned nerds like to hide it. But that's also just with the times. I mean, back in the day, if you were a nerd, it was an insult. And you had to hide your inner being inside yourself for fear that oh, I totally just smacked my mic. Did you hear that?
No, it wasn't very loud, but I was about to be Anne,
I didn't
know
even
the rules.
Sorry.
Stop touching your mic.
That was my bad. But yeah, back in the day, they were closet nerds, you know? They couldn't come out and express themselves. Otherwise, they would be scared of I talked to a guy who's
all right, I'm gonna close this. Yeah, you'll learn quickly that if you don't stop Anne, she just goes and goes.
Oh yeah, I do talk a lot. Yes.
Like she said, she's very passionate about her nerd.
Oh,
nerdity?
Nerdum.
Nerdum. Anyways,
whatever.
So let's get into the episode.
Yeah. Okay.
And what are we going to talk about today?
So today we're going to be looking at music and artists. So we each decided that we would each take two, and we can show each other either a lyric video or a music video. And we're going to just talk about our different tastes in music, which are quite different and should be interesting.
Yeah.
I will say up front, though, in general, I pretty much like all music. My only restrictions is screamo and really heavy metal where you don't even understand what they're saying, and most rap only because of the provocative language. Mm-hmm. If rap talked about sunshine and bunnies and rainbows, I'd probably like it more.
What if it talks about an actual topic that means something?
Or that there is some rap that I like, but a lot of it is very sexual.
Yeah.
And very not something that
I'm kind of with you on the same page. If I'm in the car and Alex has that music playing, I'm this is so dumb. If it's playing at a bar, I don't really care.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of the place for it. But anywhere else, I'm I don't want to listen to this right now.
Yeah, me too. And Yeah, but the actual like rap in like music, like the style and the beat and the melodies, like I can get behind it, like I can groove to it.
Yeah.
So there's very little music that I hate. So you might have a challenge to find something I would hate, Emily.
We'll see. I guess we're gonna find out today. I think you might like one, but the other one you're gonna be like, what is this?
See, I think that's how you're gonna be with my music, because mine is definitely, I pushed the more into the sort of unheard of, like kind of quirky music. You'll find out.
I pretty much like everything too, but I am very judgmental for other people's music choices. Like if I didn't find the artist, I'm like, you like this person sucks. And then secretly I'll like listen to it more and be like, they're okay, but I won't tell anybody. I did that with my friends. They wanted to go to a Casey Musgraves concert. She's like a huge country artist. I had never heard of her. I listened to her music and I was like, she sucks. Like, I hate her. And then I kept listening to her and then I was like, okay, guys, we can go to the concert, I guess, if you guys want. By that time, the tickets were sold out.
Oh, no.
They're like, really, Emily? And I'm like, sorry, guys.
It takes me a minute to like their music, okay? It's not my fault.
Yeah, if I find it first, then it's like fine. But like if somebody else finds it first, that's not okay.
Oh, that's interesting. See, I'm the exact opposite. There's very few music that I've actually discovered myself. Almost every single song I've ever listened to is because someone told me to. I'm not as big into the music. Like, I would not qualify myself as a music nerd. You should tell everyone, all of our listeners, about your favorite game to play on the radio.
Oh, I love whenever Anne is in the car with me, or anybody for that matter. I love, because I have an older car, so it doesn't tell you who the artist or the song is.
Yes.
So that's amazing. One perk of having an old car. I love having the radio on like a pop station, and I'll be like, Anne, who is this? Guess who this is? Or guess what the song is called.
I think I've gotten like one song right.
It's pretty bad.
I know nothing. I usually have heard the song, but I could not tell you the name or the artist ever. I have no idea.
It's one of my favorite games to play. Also, I just like do it. Like in college, I would be like, hey guys, let's play a fun game. Like you have to guess what all my music is.
And I will say she is good, y'all. She is really good. Like every time I've asked her who is this on the radio, she's known it. It's very impressive.
It's one of my go-to traits. Like,
it's
my talent.
Yeah, it's your party trick.
All right, so I think we should get into it.
Yeah, let's jump in.
I'm excited to hear one of Anne's songs. So what am I going to be listening to?
So the first one I'm going to start you out with is actually a little bit more known band. They're older. They don't really do music anymore. I think they recently might have done something, but anyway, they're called Flight of the Conchords. Have you ever heard of them?
I don't know. They sound familiar, but I don't know. Okay,
it's two guys. They're from New Zealand. Emily made a funny face just now of ugh. And their music is they do a lot of different genres, but all of their music is a little more on the comedic side. So it's I love it because it's funny. And they kind of make fun of, like, you have to just listen to it.
Okay.
But they're funny. And like I said, they're from New Zealand, and they used to be more popular. They did a TV show, actually, it's also really good. It's 2 seasons, and it's about them living, and it's about their actual band. Like, their real band is named Flight of the Conchords, and in the show is called Flight of the Conchords, and the whole show is about these 2 guys from New Zealand trying to make it big in New York. So the show is kind of in a way about their real band, except for they definitely fictionalize it a lot, and like they play characters. Like they don't necessarily play themselves.
Oh, I think you've told me about that.
I'm sure I have, because the show is pretty good.
Okay, I'm ready.
So what we're gonna watch is we will watch an actual music video from theirs, and it's from the show, because a lot of their music videos are just what they used in the show, and that's what they put out on like YouTube. So
okay.
So the first song I'm gonna play for Emily is Flight of the Conchords. Is it CeeLo tape? Is that how you say it?
Looks like cello.
Cello. It's like we'll. I'm pretty
it's
sure
like cello with an S.
Yeah, and
or hello with an S.
This is arguably one of my favorites of theirs. They have so many that are so good, but I think this is a good one to start with. All All right, we just finished up Flight of the Conchords, CeeLo tape, or better known also as like white paper, brown paper. Emily, what did you think? Give me a little summary of what you thought.
If I had to summarize that video, I don't know how I would summarize it. I don't know what was going on. All I know is that the guy with the sideburns
went
on a bus to try and get the dude back in his band.
Yeah.
And then he didn't want to because he wanted to be with the girl that didn't want to be with him.
Yep.
And then they continued to sing.
Yep.
I don't know why.
Yeah, so the guy with the sideburns, that's Jermaine Clement, and then Brent McKenzie is the other guy.
All right, well, I like Jermaine. Okay. I like his voice.
Oh, good, yeah.
The other guy, yeah, he probably should stay with that girl that doesn't like him. Just kidding.
Just don't join the band, there's a mistake.
Yeah, I feel like if that song came on, like, and I wasn't watching the video, like, and it just came on in the background, I'd be like, it's kind of a cool song. And if I wasn't paying attention to the lyrics, I'd be like, all right, this is a fine song. But then if you listen to the lyrics, you're like, what is going on?
Well, yeah, because they sing about how the tape of love is what sticks people together, and how like one of the first lines is, they talk about like how people are similar to paper dolls, and they talk about brown paper, white paper, stick them together with the tape of love. So it's, really they're singing about, racial harmony, but they sing it in like a very fun, different, funny way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Emily, so overall you liked the music, but the like content was kind of questionable.
I guess I was expecting like an actual music video, not like something from a TV show.
Oh yeah, that is the one hard part with them.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, they have other, maybe I should have picked a different song, because they do have other ones where they are a bit more music video-like. This one, it is a little out of context, because you're not getting the whole episode, but...
Yeah, overall, it was fine. I didn't hate it.
Okay.
But I didn't love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of like a peaceful song. I kind of liked it.
Yeah, that is a good one. Yeah.
Brown paper, white paper.
Stick it together with the tape of love.
I'm going to show you one.
Okay, we're going to switch it up.
Do you want me to show you the okay one, like the one that you might like, or the other one?
Well, this one I thought you might like. The other one I don't know if you're going to like. So
right.
Maybe we'll start with the ones that we think we might like. So right. As you're pulling it up, give me kind of a background of who the artist is.
So I don't really know.
Really? This is an artist you don't know? That is rare.
Okay, so basically, this girl, her name is Josie Dunn, and I found out about her because I went to a concert recently at the Majestic to see Julia Michaels, and she opened for Julia.
Oh.
And so this is how I know about her.
Is she local?
I think she's from Illinois, so she said that she loves going to Madison, and that was her 5th time coming to Madison. But yeah, so she's just an opener right now, and she has original music, and she's really cool. She's got kind of a poppy alternative kind of sound. I don't know if alternative is the right word, but it's not as much poppy as the radio.
Okay, yeah, okay.
And
more indie pop maybe?
Yeah, I guess. And she plays a lot of instruments. She plays the trumpet. She plays the guitar. She plays the little guitar, the ukulele.
The little
and
guitar.
she also plays a Fisher-Price xylophone.
Fisher-Price? That's too cool.
Yeah, she played it at the concert. She's like, shout out to Fisher-Price. So she's funny too.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, I have a feeling I might like this.
I am going to show you the video called Old School. And we'll see in the video, but for everyone listening, this is the story of her parents.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So here we go. All right, Anne, what'd you think?
That was so cute.
Wasn't it?
I liked that a lot. I would even say I loved it. Ooh. I thought that was adorable.
Yes.
And I will say, I definitely liked her voice. I liked her music. I liked her style. it wasn't anything that I hadn't necessarily like heard before. Like, you know, I couldn't pick her out of a crowd by any means.
Yeah.
But like, I definitely thought she was talented. I liked it a lot. I thought it was a cute story. I really liked the visuals were really strong. Like, whoever did the video, I think did a really good job. Yeah, I liked it a lot. And I thought it was just like really cute how she kind of made this tribute to her parents and kind of told their story. And it was just really cute. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, she seems like a really nice girl, and she's like super quirky. Like, you can just tell from like the video how she's like moving around. Like, she's so quirky, and like she's not afraid to be different. Yeah.
And I liked her, she kind of had different like styles, and I definitely thought overall I liked how it was kind of styled old school. I mean, the title of the song is old school, so like, you know, they kind of had that feel. So yeah, overall it was just really well done. I'm impressed for like, I mean, I don't really know how popular she is, but for being kind of a more indie artist, that was a really like quality video. I thought it was really cool.
Nice job, Josie. You just got a fan.
Yeah! I'll listen to more of your music.
All right, Anne, what's next?
All right, next we have an artist who, if you're a typical or old school nerd, we still need to establish this. So maybe this will help. Okay, does the next artist that I'm going to list establish me as a typical or an old-fashioned nerd? That's going to be the question. And I apologize because I don't know if I know how to pronounce his name fully correctly. But the artist's name is Jonathan Coulton, or Coltrane, or Cole. It's Coulton.
I would say Colton.
Colton. I've heard it pronounced different ways, though, so I'm not 100% sure on the pronunciation. He is most well known for his work on a video game, the Portal series, which Emily is shaking her head at me, and she clearly has no idea what that is. That's okay. But he wrote the songs for the end credit and for both games, which was I'm Still Alive and, oh, dang, what's the name of the second one? It's drawn a blank. Oh, well, it's on the second Portal game.
That one.
Yeah, that one. Thank you, Emily. So that's what he's most known for, but he does just his own music, and he's definitely a bit more quirky, and like I said, not very well known, but among certain circles, he's kind of more famous. So,
all right.
But he's kind of along the similar lines of Flight of the Conchords, where his music's a little more funny, a little more kind of, you know, not like typical. So let's jump into it. This is Code Monkey, and it is from his live concert, Best Concert Ever. All right, Emily, what did you just listen to?
Me listen to Code Monkey.
Yeah? What do you think of Code Monkey? Did you hate it?
I didn't hate it. I think that the guy has a good voice. I like his vibe. I feel like he could just be a lot more successful if he didn't sing songs like that.
Wow.
Like, if he just changed all the lyrics to that song, it would be so much better.
Wow. See, that's one of the reasons why I like him so much, is because he sings like, his songs are very creative and they're very different. They're nothing you're going to hear probably ever on the radio, but they're kind of like, they're not always funny. A lot of them are funny. This one in particular, though, like, he's just talking about, like, he worked as a code guy for a company for like a long time, and he kind of hated it, and he really just wanted to make music. And so like, he just kind of wrote about his job. Like, he just writes about very everyday things, but he writes about them in a like unique way.
Yeah, like a way that you wouldn't normally speak English. Code Monkey like Cheetos.
Fritos.
Whatever.
Code Monkey like Tab and Mountain Dew.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I didn't hate it, but like,
you hated it.
I hated the lyrics and the way it was written, but I didn't hate his voice or his style of like actual instrument.
Yeah, like the melody. Yeah. I kind of figured this is going to be one you wouldn't like. So my suspicions were correct.
Yeah, but why can't you just listen to normal music?
But I like, that's again why I like him so much, is because he is very different, and he's very like Like, there's certain circles where he's very popular, but he's kind of a niche thing, and like you kind of have to like that style of where it's not necessarily poppy or like.
Yeah, like he reminds me of James Taylor.
I don't know who James Taylor is. I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness.
I know I disappoint you. You disappoint me too, though, so it's mutual.
You don't know how sweet it is to be loved by you.
Yeah, I know that song.
Taylor.
Okay.
He his voice reminds me, and like his like style, like his instrumental reminds me of that. At least this song. I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say
songs.
his other song. This one is definitely like in terms of melody, is a little more mellow for his songs, because he definitely has some really quirky ones. One of my favorite, which I didn't play for you because I knew you would really hate it. I wanted to start out a little lighter. Is his Christmas song, and he sings about this family on what's the name of the planet? Beta 9.
You know how I feel about planets.
I know you don't like space. I knew that you would like that one. But yeah, it's like on Beta 9, and the family is like trying to celebrate Christmas, but their overlords are robots.
I mean, see that one, since it's Christmas and it's a holiday song, I feel like I can give a little more leeway to that. But if it's a normal song, I'm just like, you should sing in English.
He was singing in English.
I know, but like in normal sentences.
It was normal sentences.
No, it was not. Nobody says, "Code monkey like Frito." Nobody says that.
Yeah, well...
That's all I took out of that. Code monkey like Frito.
Well, that was the chorus, so at least you remembered the chorus line.
There you go.
But the whole point was like he liked this girl. He's in a dead-end job.
I did not get the girl part. Just kidding, I did.
Oh, okay.
I didn't remember that.
You didn't take notes, though. That was your whole problem.
No, I didn't take notes.
Yeah, you needed to take notes.
Also, just to note, if you hear squeaking, it's my chair.
Yeah, we should probably get you a better chair. Or just have you sit on the floor.
Yeah. Code monkey like floor.
All right, Emily, well, that was my other choice, so you get one more.
All right.
What are you subjecting me to?
So, I'm going to tell you the genre first.
Okay.
It's dark pop.
Dark pop.
I just looked it up just to make sure I didn't want to like say the wrong genre. Her name is Melanie Martinez. Ever heard of her?
I feel like you've said the name to me before.
So she auditioned on the X Factor, I don't know how many years ago, and she got onto Adam Levine's team. So I don't think she won, though. She didn't win. Did I say X Factor? Because I meant The Voice.
You did say X Factor.
I meant to say The Voice.
I know, you said Adam Levine, and then I was like, huh? I do know about The Voice. I've watched, like, an episode.
Yes. So she has a very interesting voice, a very interesting look, and a very interesting musical style. I love it. So she has an album. What is it called? I think it's called Cry Baby. And basically all of the songs on the album tell a story in order of the songs.
Oh, okay.
So that's kind of cool.
That is kind of cool.
I feel like you could get down with that.
I can get down with that. I like things that are cool, interesting, and different.
Yes. And so the song that I'm going to play for you is called Pity Party. And I don't know if you've heard, this is an old song. She took part of it. I don't know what that is called when, when artists take a little portion of a song and take it.
Oh, you are asking the wrong girl. I have no idea.
I can't remember what it's called, but maybe it's called sampling or something.
Oh,
they take a little piece of an older song.
That sounds right.
So I don't know if you've ever heard of the song. It's like, it's my party and I'll cry if I want to, cry if I want to. It's like a 50s or 60s song. I don't know. It's a really old song. She took a sample from that and she made this song called Pity Party.
Okay.
So here we go. Let me get it up. She just saw what she looks like. All right, here we go. What did you just watch, and what were your thoughts?
Well, I just watched a really depressing video. It was Melanie?
Melanie?
Melanie? Melanie, I can't read. Melanie was trying to have a party, but nobody came, and so she cried and tore apart all of her. It was horrible. I mean, you had to watch her cut off the head of one of her stuffed animals, pull out the stuffing of another one from its gut, and then she eats it. She was eating it. She was eating the stuffing of this bear. It was depressing.
That's dark pop for you.
I don't like dark pop. It was like kind of sad. And also, I want to know, where would this video get played? Like, do you play this at a party? That seems kind of depressing. And if you are having an actual pity party where, like, nobody came to your party and you're like, well, I'm going to play this song now, it would make me even more sad. Like, what?
You know where I play this?
Where do you play it?
In my car. Not the video, but the song.
Yeah, well, I would hope that you were driving safely and paying attention to the road and not actually watching a music video. But, yeah, I just don't understand where you would, like, listen to this song and be happy.
I love it. I love the beat. I love that. Tick, 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 tick.
I mean, the beat I could get behind, but like.
I just love how like wicked it is, and like
wicked.
This isn't even the most wicked song.
What do you mean by wicked?
Like, creepy. Like she's got a wicked mind, you know.
Oh, like evil?
Yeah, sort of.
Okay.
So yeah, there's one called Soap. There's just a lot. It's all like kid name, like Soap, ABCs, or I can't remember, let me look. But I actually saw her in concert too.
Oh, yeah?
She was very interesting.
Oh.
She was like literally wearing socks on stage, and like at one point she changed into a diaper and like a bib.
Oh.
So there's a song called Dollhouse, which I actually did a music for that for a school project. Pacify Her, Alphabet Boy, Carousel, Crybaby, like they're all like themed like this. Sippy Cup, Milk and Cookies, Mrs. Potato Head. Oh, that's a good song too. I haven't listened to that in a really long time. They're all really like dark, but I like them. I don't know. There's something about her that I just like.
Yeah, I don't
She's
fully
super creepy,
understand.
but like I like it.
Yeah, I don't like it. I mean, like, I thought her voice, she had a good voice. Like, I liked her voice. And again, like, I liked the melody. Like, the beat was nice. I could get behind the beat. So it's kind of the same with you. Like, I could get behind the, like, actual music, and her voice was nice. But, like, the content and the actual song, it was creepy, and it was sad. And I was really horrified watching her cut off the head of a stuffed bear. And there was something else that happened that I was like, ugh. I think it might have just been eating the stuffing when she was, like, eating the...
Yeah, you did. You were like, oh. But yeah, I know that right now she's working on, I think her next album, it's called K through 12, and a movie to go along with that.
Really?
So
an album and a movie?
Yeah.
Not 6 seasons in a movie?
No.
The nerds out there will know that reference.
I don't know what you're saying.
I was making a reference to a show.
So yeah, that is Melanie Martinez, and I think that's all the music we're going to go through today, right?
Yeah. So overall, I think we each can give a life lesson. So Emily, from the 2 songs that I showed you, which, remind you, was CeeLo Tape from Flight of the Conchords and Jonathan Coltrane's, or I'm not sure how you pronounce it, Code Monkey. What was like, or should we do a life lesson from each?
Or
kind of
I don't think I have a life lesson from the first one.
Okay. Wow.
The life lesson from the second song, Jonathan's Code Monkey, is don't be a coder.
For a living, okay. Yeah.
And that's to just like follow your dreams and do what you want to do. Do what makes you happy.
Yeah, and I think that's a good life lesson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then as a reminder, mine were Josie Dunn's Old School, and then Melanie Martinez, Pity Party.
Life lesson. You know, I feel like the Old School was just so sweet and cute. There's not like a huge life lesson there. But for Melanie, I think, you know, if you are sad, don't cut your stuffed animals. Who does that?
Use your words. Not take action.
Yes, you know, talk it through to either a friend, somebody you trust.
But she didn't have any friends.
Talk it out loud.
You saw her. She was trying to talk to people. Floating heads. You know, did you see that? The floating.
I remember. Oh, I saw the like birthday hats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was trying, but she couldn't. So she
don't took
a knife to a balloon.
Okay, knife to a balloon is fine. I mean, still a little sketchy. Knives are dangerous. Be careful. But a stuffed animal, I mean, come on. You're going to regret that later. You're going to lay down in bed, roll over, grab your cute little snuggly teddy bear, put your arms around him, and then be like, oh, I chopped his head off. Oh, my gosh, he's decapitated. Ah! And then you're going to be horrified for the rest of your life. And that's going to be your childhood. That's what's going to traumatize you. And you're going to talk about it in therapy to your therapist 30 years later while you're lying on a couch and your therapist is looking at you.
Has this happened to you, Anne? Just kidding.
I had it in my head. I had a perfect vision, and I was just calling it out.
Yeah. Okay. Well, those were our life lessons. Those were our 4 music videos that we watched. I'm not sure what we're going to do next episode, but I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
Thanks for listening.